Charges now filed in what appears to be a major prostitution operation in St. Cloud, Minnesota. 47-year-old Terrell Fields of St. Cloud is facing 20 felony counts related to sex trafficking an individual, induce an individual to practice prostitution, promotes and solicits prostitution, including 4 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct. Reading in part from the criminal complaint, quote, in November of 2023, investigators from the Central Minnesota Human Trafficking Task Force began an investigation into Terrell Fields for allegedly engaging in sex trafficking in Stearns County. The investigation included numerous investigative techniques, including GPS tracking, court surveillance, victim recoveries, and search warrants on electronic data. The investigation continues to be ongoing as results from the search warrants are pending, and it's believed there are more victims to identify. To date, 4 victims have been positively identified. All the victims were interviewed separately and on different dates, and there is no indication they spoke with each other during that time frame. The victims provided corroborating information for each other as well as provided the same general modus operandi that the defendant would use to traffic his victims, such as the defendant taking half the profits as well as requiring the victims to have a cell phone on mute while they engaged in prostitution so he could monitor what happened. Now, the criminal complaint has the statements from 4 different victims. This is one of the victims' statement, reading from the criminal complaint, quote, on February 6th of 2024, victim B informed investigators she had been working for the defendant for the last couple of months. Victim B stated she stayed in a room in an apartment rented by witness A on West St. Germain in Stearns County, St. Cloud. Victim B stated that the defendant asked her if she wanted to make money, and he knew that she was trying to get her own place to get her kids back. Victim B stated she did not really want to sell her body, but she was in a tough spot and did want to get money to get her own place. Victim B stated she never would have engaged in prostitution without the defendant. Victim B stated the defendant put the ads up for her and that she never even saw them. Victim B said she never spoke to the sex buyers. Victim B stated she doesn't know what pictures were used for ads, and sometimes she would show up and the sex buyer would tell her she was not the girl in the ad. Victim B stated the defendant was the one who drove her to the dates the vast majority of time. Victim B stated every time she went to meet with a sex buyer, she would have to have the defendant on speakerphone on mute in her purse so that he could hear everything that happened. Victim B stated after this she has sex with a sex buyer, she would have to give the defendant, Fields, a half of the money she received, unquote. Complaint goes on to say other victims in this, the other women in this, had been assaulted and or raped during this operation. And as we said, officials say the investigation is ongoing and there could be more victims in this. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.